Hello, my name is Claudia Morales and I am from La Paz, Bolivia. Today I'm making this video about a national law that affects teaching and affects education as a whole in my country. The law I want to talk about it's the law it's a law that is called Education Law Avelino Signani, which is a name of a person, and they call the law after this person who was a teacher in the countryside. And this is actually it's more than a law. It's a set of laws. So it's more like a whole like reform in the education system that came to existence in 2010. Um, there are many good things about this reform because it makes education very inclusive. Even though 10 years ago there was another reform and it really took education to every corner of the country, and the illiteracy rate went lower in Bolivia, and this started in the 90s. After about 15 years, this other reform came to place, and the problem is that with every government that we have, the education laws change. And with every minister of education, they also change. So for us teachers, it's really hard to keep up because you have to get used to these new laws and regulations that they don't really. I work in an American school. It's an international school, but it's also it's an American school because it depends on the embassy. So these laws affect us somehow, but not as much as the other schools where they have to be regulated by them only. And it's really hard because they have to change the way of doing things every government changes, and it really affects the kids. All right, so the law, the section of the law I'm going to talk about today, it's section 70, and it's really confusing to me because according to this section of the law or this article, students cannot repeat a year in elementary school, and this elementary school is now from KG to sixth grade. Before it was only to fifth grade, but with this law, everything changed, and it's elementary consists from KG to sixth grade. So this law says that it is impossible for a teacher or a school to make a student repeat the year, even though they're not ready to pass the year and keep on with their studies. I think where they're coming from is a good place because they think that education should be even more inclusive. So people who have kids who have learning disabilities or are having a hard time in school should get more help. But the problem is that there's no budget to do such a personalized thing. So the purpose of it is good. Where they're coming from is good, but I think that it's not something real for schools to not let the kids repeat a year. I have my own experiences as a teacher. I know that some kids that are in KG5 are not ready to go to first grade. They're not ready emotionally. They're not ready academically, and they're gonna feel insecure because they're not at the same level as other kids. So in my opinion, I think that it should be up to the teacher and up to the school to see if a student can pass the year. It shouldn't be about a law because I think at the end this is going to hurt the students because they're not going to be ready and they're going to have a really, really hard time in a grade where they don't belong. So this is my opinion about this law. I could talk a lot longer about it, but I only had 5 minutes for this. So thank you very much, and I hope this was kind of informative and start some conversation. We can start some conversation about it. Thank you. Bye.